Hi ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ruzbe and I'm a student of data visualization course in UFMG in Brazil. And the team members are Kachiana and Masume. This video is introducing the application about data visualization and the way of showing and analyzing entities in the set of data. You can visit this site and this address on the internet. There are two data sets that we worked on them. The first one contains a set of papers and journals which publish them and the authors and keywords and the other details like year of publication and citations and something like that. The second one is about the grade of each journal and conferences that is published and released by CMPQ. The goal of this application is fetching out the analytical information about the entities like the quality of papers or conference or the authors and something like this. In order to reach this goal, we have used three different tools: nested rings, radar graph, and scatter graph. Now I'm going to explain the dependent nested rings. Why dependency? As you can understand, when I put my mouse on the entity, on each rings, it makes the highlighted related entity on the other ones. The first ring contains the journal and conferences, and the second one contains the papers, and the third one contains the authors, and finally the last one contains the keywords. For example, when I put my mouse here on one paper, it makes the related journal and conferences and the writers and the used keywords highlighted. And if I put my mouse on a journal or conferences, you can see the highlighted related items and entities, and it can make a good information for the end user. Through the redundancy of highlighted items, you can understand the popularity and the quality and the useful conference or information, for example about the keywords. Because of this, we can understand, for example, this keyword is very useful for the authors and the papers and different journals and conferences. After explaining about the rings, I'm going to explain about the radar graph. As you can see in the right part, there is a very important tool. This graph and this radar graph should qualify the entities. For example, here, the quality of the journal that published this paper is 7, is the best one. But the citation and citation per year is 0. It means the grade of this paper is not okay. But you can find some other one. For example, here, the quality is 3, but the citation is, it's okay. And even the average of citation. And so the grade is 14.51. And you can do this for the authors and the keywords and all the entities in your data set. Above of this part, we put the information doc, because as you can see, these rings are very crowded, and you can't read very clearly. And we put this part for making clear information for the end user. Finally, I want to talk about the last two, the scatter graph. This scatter graph is using for making ranks for the entities. Here I'm using this for the papers. Now, as you can see, If you put the mouse on the special entity, the item would be highlighted. Here, just the size is changing. Now you can see one item has been changed here. And this ranking is a result of a radar graph for each entity. You can see the paper in the 2004 and the grade is something around 50. You can understand the place of this paper among all entities. As it mentioned before, by fixing and cooperating these three tools, you can understand and fetching out the very useful informations about the entities and about the data. And through these three tools, we tried to reach a goal of data visualization. Thanks a lot for your attention to our application and presentation. Bye-bye.